In today's Tech Showdown, we're diving deep into the world of portable, non-intrusive Apple CarPlay stereos. These aren't just any devices. They're like a new generation of technology in the car world to me, and it can be the difference of having Apple CarPlay or not in your vehicle. But with a staggering price difference, is the daily driver investment truly worth the extra cash, or can our budget option deliver the best bang for the buck? Stick around to the end to discover which one truly reigns supreme in real-world application. I'm wondering though, which one sounds better when you turn the volume up when you're listening to your favorite song? Do they have a sound quality difference when they're turned up loud? We'll find out soon. Both of these are what I would call, and the word I found online that I like the best is non-intrusive. What exactly does that mean? In the world of car stereos, it can be very, very extensive to install. You got a lot of wires, you gotta do custom wiring, you gotta pull the car apart, and that will just stress you out. It even stresses me out, and I work on cars for a living. It's a lot of strain, it's a lot of work, but now there is such thing as non-intrusive technology. That's a great option. This technology allows you to have all the features without the complicated install. The chef's kiss though, long road trip, like forever, you do anything to pass time faster. Imagine you can watch YouTube and your favorite long form podcast video or a movie, maybe Netflix, Amazon vid. We're gonna see, because these have AirPlay, what that looks like, and this could be an absolute game changer for those extra long road trips or even your commutes. Because what's better than listening to your favorite podcast? Watching your favorite podcast passively. Budget option, let's unbox it. Setup, wires. For a rear view camera, the budget option comes with a rear view camera? Wow. Okay, here's the screen. 7-inch for the budget. Infrared, USB, power. Infrared is for, I would assume, the auto brightness. And you got a micro SD. Then we have a suction cup mount and our power and a remote, like a TV. Little mount that goes on the back of the display. Power cable for your cigarette outlet. Little booklet. Android Auto, wired and wireless. Apple CarPlay, wired and wireless. I'll do this hard part for us. So if you're new to working on cars, here is a rear view camera that could be mounted to your bumper. This is like universal. Take the supplied screws, which aren't very intrusive, and the holes wouldn't be that big and you really wouldn't see them. But here's the thing with this. You have to wire this from the back of the car to the front of the car and hide it. Or leave it showing if you want. That'd be really cringe, but some of you may do that. Anything for a backup camera sometimes. I don't have a car that I can install this on, so we won't be installing it in this video, because I believe that most of you would not even install this yourself. Mainly focused on the display. You take this piece, slide it in the back here, and then you push up. Now it's solid. Loosen this, snap that in there, and then as you tighten it, it tightens on this ball. So we can picture it like that. Ooh, you can rotate it. That's nice. And the power, camera, and all other wires we do not need. Let's see what's inside the daily driver investment option. This one has a 10.3-inch screen, which is crazy. This has got to be one of the biggest Apple CarPlay screens that is aftermarket I've ever seen. Sometimes like the new F-150s, F-250s, the Ford vehicles, some of the newer vehicles you see, those can get huge. But one you can buy right now and install without having to really install anything crazy, this is a huge screen. Oh, whoa, this is already a totally different experience. Right out of the gate, we got this big old screen. Wow. The packaging in general is just a lot nicer. Ooh, this has got some weight to it. Holy. Okay, I like this. Let's save the best for last. What else we got? Power cord, USB-C. Nice, that's better, more usable. Comes with a aux cable, that's nice too. Don't know what that is yet. This is a mount. Got a huge suction cup mount and instructions. Very minor detail, but very different results. I feel like most reviewers wouldn't think about this, but I am OCD about things like this. Let's talk about these two suction cups right here. Black, clear. This will turn orange and tan. This looks ugly from the outside. When you're looking at your car, like I'm looking at this one here, you'll see this big, white, clear, ugly brown thing after about 6 months in the Arizona sun. When it's black, it blends in so much more and it's just way more sleek and it doesn't turn orange. Minor detail, big deal to me. This is like a Nintendo Switch. That's crazy. That really clips in. That's a nice feature. Now it feels solid. A nice analog power button. Very similar mount. It has this adjust. Oh, what? I've never seen such a thing. Do you see that? So if you want it closer to you, this will extend and you can tighten it up top. Ooh, nice. On the side, we've got a microphone, micro SD, camera in, which this one does not come with a reverse camera, audio out, USB, and USB-C, which is what powers this device. It comes with another type of dash mount, so it should work for any car. This device budget option also comes with a remote, and the more expensive one doesn't. Does anyone even use the remotes in their cars? I don't. I have one in my aftermarket Apple CarPlay in my Silverado that I drive every day. It has this. I literally put it in the truck in this little spot. I've never picked it up since. But maybe you like that. These two devices have a $260 difference. Budget option has a 3-star average review rating on Amazon. Daily driver investment option has a average of 3.9 star. 10.3 inches, 7 inches. Modern look and feel, similar mounting, but we do like the black suction cup. A little bit of a lens hood type of situation on the screen. The plug sticks out the side, while the daily driver investment option has it hidden behind a little bit. And the clear, gonna for sure turn yellow suction cup. Not a fan. Mom has the perfect car, a 2015 Mini Cooper that doesn't have Apple CarPlay. She wishes she had it. I'm gonna bring that to the garage and let's compare these devices. Mom,
hey.
You don't have Apple CarPlay in your car, huh?
No.
Do you wish you did?
Yeah. If you use Audible and you get in the car, like, you can't stop anything.
What do you mean, like you can't pause it?
Yeah, right.
So you wish you could just like tap play and pause on the screen?
Yes, but I don't have a screen or anything.
I might have a fix for you, but in the process, can I use your car to use to film and pull it in my garage?
Yeah, but I have no gas. I only have 2 miles left.
There are portable Apple CarPlay devices now that exist.
Where am I gonna put the screen?
It sits in your windshield.
Wouldn't that be weird?
I guess you'll find out. Starting with the budget option, pull the clear piece off the suction cup, a little interior suction piece, solid suction cup mount. Just want to run the cord behind and then down to the plug, which the Mini Cooper actually has a good spot. Not a super pleasant startup screen. I've just discovered that the cheaper device only has an FM transmitter to get the audio coming from the Apple CarPlay to the speaker. So that's a huge bummer. There's not dual Wi-Fi. To do mirror link for the screen, you need a cable, but wireless Apple CarPlay does work with this unit. The first thing you see when you boot up is an FM transmitter because this does not have dual Bluetooth abilities. So therefore, the only way to get the audio from this to your car speakers is an FM transmitter, which has bad audio quality. So that just is a bummer to start with. But it's a budget, so let's give it a shot. Maybe it's better than we think. Let me get the car into FM really quick. 93.9. Okay, I think we have something now. All right, I'm gonna plug in my iPhone. CarPlay right away, connecting. That's pretty cool. Oh, that was fast. That's actually impressive. So the only way to get to the menu is to go to car. Let's tune the screen a little bit. Night mode. That's nice. Setup. Display. Saturation up is good. I think it needs more contrast. Whoa, too much. That looks pretty good. That's how I like my display. Those speakers aren't that bad actually. So I'm gonna do a sound test with some royalty-free music. I always do that in these videos. So if you had a car with totally busted speakers, you just wanted a solution, this has the speakers inside, which that is kind of cool for those who are really on a budget in a situation. The downside of FM transmitters, if any of us forgot, there's a lot of hiss, buzz. That's the biggest downside. Otherwise, there's actually more dynamics to it than I thought, a little bit more range, more bass than I thought, more highs than I thought. But the overall just kind of like muddiness of an FM transmitter is kind of a bummer, but this works good. This still works good. This is very functional. This isn't useless. Let's be humble here. Like medium volume, it just sounds clean. You don't have a lot of hiss.
Waiting for some thunder, fireworks, some fun.
If you're someone who doesn't absolutely need the best audio quality and you don't really care, I don't think you'd be disappointed even with an FM transmitter setup like this. Auto connect, CarPlay, mirror, Red Bull TV. There we go. Okay, it's working. So it does work to mirror your screen. Audio works with the FM transmitter. There's not really any lag. Overall, I'm actually impressed for the price. I'm very impressed. Let's do phone link, CarPlay, auto connect CarPlay. You can toggle that. Bluetooth, pair, other devices, CarPlay, Cam's iPhone 13 mini. Oh, there we go. It's not terribly laggy. It's a little bit laggier wireless. And the music works just the same. Wow, this device isn't bad. And we've only got the one wire here. That's not terrible. You can see what I was talking about, how obvious that clear suction cup, it almost looks white and it'll just turn yellow over time. That's the only bummer. As far as positioning, I would like to get it as low as possible. And this actually could rest on the dash if we wanted a little bit, since my mom has this covered. And it actually won't make any noise, it'll add a little bit of stability. So I have all my normal visibility. I can see over and through. I have over here, and this is in a good spot while driving. So not terrible, but the other one, it's not very tall. So I wonder if we will like it more than this in regards to visibility. And some of you have cars with huge amount of windshield space visibility, so it's not as big of a deal. So make sure you keep that in mind before you take what I say too serious about the visibility part and if it's of concern. There's like a sticky part of it too. Not bad, surprisingly good. This is what I'm excited about. I learned a hard lesson. Yes, I ordered another one, but this one is the 103 Pro. But why is that significant? One important thing. For a 2023 world, just put it like right here. Pro version. What does that mean? Bluetooth transmit, not FM transmit only. We have Bluetooth transmit as an option. So I'm gonna put the car in Bluetooth pairing mode. The car is in Bluetooth pairing mode now. About 30 seconds of waiting, a little bit longer than you would think, but it does work. Mini will show up. Let's click on that. It says enter the pass key 0000. Okay. 0000. Connected. Awesome. Functions of the device, telephone and audio. Okay, I'm on the Mini Cooper. We're in shape. So now let's go home, iPlay. Now we need to go on our phone and connect to it. Pair. Bluetooth's connected. We have a green here now. Bluetooth from phone to the Apple CarPlay. To make that connection, let's test out with my royalty-free music what the sound quality is like, because we know the FM transmitter is a little much better audio quality. Really like the audio quality with the aux cable. If that is a luxury that you have, that is ideal. It is hard for me to wrap my head around having these cables, but if you really don't want to install something permanently, you'll definitely get over this. So if you're traveling, or you knew you were gonna rent a car for a long period of time, or borrow one that didn't have Apple CarPlay and you had to live with it and you wanted it, maybe you're going on a weird road trip, maybe you need to move this around from car to car, this is a great option. I was getting extremely frustrated because the dual Bluetooth was not working in my mom's Mini Cooper. I have Apple CarPlay devices in all of my vehicles, and ironically, my parents, both of their daily drivers, don't have it. So I come over to my dad's truck, a F-150, the year before Apple CarPlay came out. I just brought it in here really quick to try it out, and sure enough, the dual Bluetooth works flawlessly. Audio quality is better. This works just like you see it in the Mini Cooper. The Apple CarPlay device would obviously fit a lot better in this windshield because it's a big truck, but my mom really liked this device. So what's the option? What if it doesn't work in my car? There's a good chance that it does, and I think it's very rare that it will be like the Mini Cooper. But if it is, you have one saving grace, which is on the side of the device, you can use the auxiliary audio out port, which I used in my mom's Mini Cooper before. Back in the lab to help you figure out which device is a better option for you and a better bang for your buck. I noticed something on the back of this in the package for the W103 Pro. All it says is there's a small number of Bluetooth devices, this Mini Cooper being one of them, that do not work, and it does not communicate well with the dual Bluetooth transmitter function that we all love the idea of. It says small number. So what do you do if it doesn't work? You use the FM transmitter, or preferably the aux cable. Is that ideal? No. Does that mean buying the Pro version would be a waste of money? Yeah. I think this is so nice, and the functionality of it is so cool with the dual Bluetooth transmitter, that I would take the chance, and then if it doesn't work, return it and save some money and get the W103, the regular version. It's a little bit cheaper. I'll have it linked in the description as well at the bottom. That's your options. That's the reality we face with where technology is with these right now. But let's go back to our original question of which one is better for you. There's three things that this really comes down to for me, in my opinion, that I think you should focus on. One, screen quality. Do you care that much? If you don't, this isn't a problem. This is gonna exceed your expectations. This is gonna be fine. Is it great? Not really. Does it work? Yeah. Is it easy to hate? I don't think so. I think it's just functional. Is this easy to appreciate? Absolutely. The second thing is sound quality, which I want to save. But the third thing is just assessing where are you at in life? What is your vehicle like? Are you in a place where it could get stolen? If I have some nice cars and a crappy daily driver and I need Apple CarPlay and I just want it to work, I don't care how fancy it is, this, you will not be disappointed, surprisingly, for the money. If you have this in an area where you're worried about it getting stolen, it's pretty flashy and it's large. Something to consider. But if you have a nice vehicle, you drive every day, you appreciate the high quality side of things, then this is gonna be a great option. And I think you will really appreciate it every single day, and you'll be glad you bought it and invested the money so that you can get your directions easier, your messages are displayed, or your maps are larger so you can see. Spotify is large, you can do mirror link and watch YouTube on these on the road, or any video streaming app you may have. There's one bonus thing though. This hit me a couple of days into filming this. I was thinking, if I was renting a U-Haul truck with old technology and I was driving across the country, this would be the best money ever spent. You can stream stuff, you can watch stuff, you can FM transmit. If there's an aux cord spot, you can plug it in and the audio quality be that much better. This would be amazing on a cross-country road trip and an old vehicle like a U-Haul. So keep that in mind. This would totally work if you're on a budget in the U-Haul, but man, this would be sweet. The last thing this comes down to, and I want you to make your own decision, is audio quality. And between the two, what is the better option? Well, this one, the budget option, only has FM transmitting, so it's gonna be a little fuzzy. You're gonna have some limitations as far as mids, highs, and lows. It's gonna sound okay, it's gonna work, it's gonna be functional. For the price, this thing is amazingly functional. But it's limited to one thing, the more expensive option, Bluetooth transmitting, FM transmitting, and auxiliary cable. So if you don't have a car that works with the dual Bluetooth transmitting that we showed in this, that only worked in my dad's truck, you could do the aux cable like my mom would do in her Mini Cooper, and the audio quality will be as good as it can be It'll sound really clean, but if you can do the Bluetooth option, that is just as good quality. When I tested it, this unit is surprisingly not laggy for being wireless Apple CarPlay. Even with the dual band Bluetooth, I was surprised at how smooth it ran. I was also surprised how smooth this ran with wireless Apple CarPlay as well. Now, when the devices get hotter or super cold, I would wonder if that would vary, but in about 95 to 100 degree weather that I was in and the 70 degree room when testing, they both worked really, really well. So this takes the cake on audio quality. This takes the cake on functionality. When it comes down to what do you pick? What do I recommend for you to pick? I would say if you have $300 to spare, well, with the discount code in the description, it'll be 200 and something dollars. This will be something that you won't regret. Screen quality, audio quality, functionality, size. This thing is really cool. If you're on a budget and you just want a solution, this budget option is great. This is an investment in your daily driver. This is strictly function, only FM transmitting, but everything else is solid. If you just have an old clunker daily, then that might be the move. Also consider, what if I live in a bad area? Do I want to get one of these stolen? Will that happen? Maybe you'll go this route. If you're like me and you like nice things and you like tech, you're probably going to lean towards the more expensive. And if you're wondering what is a step up from here, I would say a head unit install. And not all of them are difficult. This one actually is plug and play that I have on the screen right here in my Subaru. This company that I installed makes a ton of units that are all plug and play for a ton of popular makes and models. I encourage you to check out this video, the link in the description over there. You can see all the other cars and hopefully find yours to purchase it, because this would be an upgrade from here. But if you want portable, these are the way to go.